use in his thumbnail.
There are those who
make the rich pay. Hypocrisy. Socialist Twitch streamer buys $2.7 million house. Oh, I love that.
Of politics, that hypocrisy is always newsworthy. Hypocrisy is always newsworthy. If somebody is a religious Christian and then they have an affair, this is a newsworthy event, according to the media. If there's a politician.
And what? When someone is a fucking socialist and they, turns out, make money, then that's a newsworthy event because it's it's hypocritical? Like, what?
Who's right-wing. That politician turns out to be gay. Really, really newsworthy, according to the media. But there's one area of hypocrisy that is just not newsworthy to the media. Like, truly not newsworthy. And that, of course, is if you are a socialist who's extremely wealthy and gives very little charity. If you are that person, then hypocrisy just doesn't play a part. Hypocrisy is never a problem because, after all, you're calling for societal change. You yourself don't have to abide by any of those rules because some animals are more equal.
You know what's funny about this? This argument is literally every fucking neoliberal globe emoji liberal that is like fucking been in my DMs and in my replies. Like, will they recognize that, you know, the arguments that they're using are reactionary as fuck and idiotic? Probably not. Will they become Ben Shapiro fans? Maybe.
Equal than other animals. But the socialist has the benefit of the bargain because you get to be as socialist as you want to, like Bernie Sanders, and then you get to have a lake house. You get to be a millionaire while proclaiming that billionaires are paying the flesh up. Okay, so this issue has become relevant over the course of the past couple of days because a guy named Hassan Piker, who I believe used to be a Young Turks guy, I don't really know that much about him. He apparently is a socialist Twitch streamer. There's a big article, big glowing profile about him in New York Magazine titled Streaming with Hassan Piker, the AOC of Twitch. I'm a political commentator with, like, stands. Okay, well, in the past few months, Hassan Piker, it turns out...
1 year with #1 capitalist.
They did me so dirty. The editor did me so fucking dirty. Because the article itself is really good, but that fucking title is so bad.
Has been revealed to be a very wealthy person, which good for him.
Revealed.
Shabibo.
Boys, revealed to be a very wealthy person, dude. You know, revealed. Like I was fucking hiding it until this moment. Oh no. Motherfucker, I bought a $2.7 million house last month. You're covering it right now. Revealed my ass, dude. Hassan gets a hate video from Ben Shapiro and Alex Jones is one I'm envious of. I love this.
There's a lot of folks who are following him over at Twitch. That is his prerogative, and I'm glad for him that he's been able to build a following.
No, he's not. He's literally not. That's why you're making an entire video.
Left is best.
But a couple of times in the last month, it's been revealed that this out-and-out socialist, I mean, this is what he calls himself, that he is a very wealthy man. Quote, Hassan Piker was in a rage. A million tabs were pinched together like sardines at the top of his browser. His jittery cursor bounced between them, summoning network news, Chiron's YouTube rants, viral tweets, and TikTok memes. The day's trending topic, Piker, who is 30, had purchased a $2.7 million house in West Hollywood. An ordinary Twitch streamer's housing wouldn't make headlines, but over the past 5 years, Piker has become one of the most prominent socialist pundits in America. The controversy about the purchase had made it to Fox News and Breitbart, and Piker was prepared to take on the interlopers who logged on to see the fireworks. Quote, the only reason my house is expensive is because of the area I live in, he growled. Are you guys really that stupid? That's not even a response to the charge. The charge is that for a socialist, you seem to be spending large, my friend. It doesn't.
Yeah, I am. What's up, dude?
Only animals can be socialist.
That's right. That's right, baby. What's good? It's illegal. My friend, you are not allowed to spend large.
Doesn't like You could have, there are a lot of places that are not in West Hollywood that don't cost $2.7 million. They're all over the United States. You can get yourself a tiny little shack and live yourself the Henry David Thoreau lifestyle for probably
Wait, why would I do that? Bro, this is so awesome.
The number in the corner isn't how
That's why I always say, you listen to one fucking idiot on the right and you listen to all the arguments. After the month that we had here in this community, watching this video is so wonderful because it's like a summarization of all the dumbest arguments. Socialism is when broke. Socialism is when you live in a fucking wood, in a wood shack. Socialism, I can't believe this socialism making money and also spending it. What? That's fucking crazy.
You can have my free
like it's wonderful. Like, this is the best that the right has, by the way. The greatest intellectual mind. The absolute greatest intellectual mind.
Bro, WTF, Arjan, why didn't you tell us about the house?
And
fake socialist scum.
And of course, the greatest intellectual mind is doing the exact same arguments as like dumbass fucking anime avatar
Stay
globe
strong, all the hate is
Twitter
love you, Arjan.
freaks in my replies.
30 grand somewhere. 2.7 million bucks, a lot of money. I don't see you handing that out to all of the immiserable.
Oh, come on. You know that's not how that works, dog. You know, come on, dude. The least you could do to seem impartial and not just like fucking blinded by like jealous rage or some shit is to be able to say, now a lot of people are saying this, but you know, there's a lot of leftists that are saying this. And obviously, you know, leftists don't understand finance and econ, which is why they think that, like, he bought the house $2.7 million cash. Of course, he didn't do that. He probably put a down payment on. You know what I mean? Like, he could say something like that to make it seem like he's being unbiased. But no, he went for it. He's like, yeah, dude, I should have bought a fucking cheaper house with cash that I have.
Commiserated workers in the Marxist social construct. Right? That's the charge. And his response is, well, of course it's expensive around here. This is West Hollywood, which of course is not a response. Piker said 3 weeks later, quote, as long as you don't defang your core values, as long as you're still speaking truth to power, then F them. Yeah, speaking truth to power is being the guy who buys the $3 million house and does interviews with New York Magazine and then jabbers about how the rich don't pay their fair share.
Wait, but like, are the rich paying their fair share? What's the problem with fucking talking to New York Magazine? They wanted to do a fucking interview. I said yes. I feel like he's just jealous that, like, you know, the IDW is not getting the same kind of like Barry Weiss New York Times treatment anymore. So he's just like, How both conservatives and leftists want you to live. I mean, yeah. Shabibo's mom's wet ass pussy. Thank you for the 5 get the subs. Winona Monsoon. Thank you for the 5 get the subs. Ben still mauling over this tweet. Oh yeah, remember when I fucking, oh god, this was so brutal. He said, masculinity and femininity exist. Outward indicators of masculinity and femininity exist in nearly every human culture. Boys are taught to be more masculine in virtually every human culture because of the role of the men is not always the same role of women.
Whoop whoop. Socialism.
And I said, Ben, you're 5'3", you can't grow facial hair and weigh 100 pounds soaking wet. If we can both be considered men, you should probably be a bit more open-minded about gender expressions. It's clearly not as rigid a binary as you try to imply it is. That was a prehistoric.
Take some money and buy useless stuff to
a prehistoric ratio. It was a historic ratio of epic proportions. I think Atriot gave this best political tweet of the year. Oh. Let's keep going.
He says, I don't give a bleep. I'm doing this in the least exploitative way you functionally effing can. Really? He says, it's my labor. I'm the one who's streaming for 10 hours. Welcome to capitalism, my dude. It's my labor? Yes, whose labor? So, in other words.
Wait, what? Does he not? Did he just say my dude?
Members of the
I'm sorry.
It is time to unionize against number 13.
I wish he called me like a dirty sand monkey or something, rather than hearing the words that came out of his mouth, which was my dude. Like, it would be significantly more appropriate and acceptable to hear Ben Shapiro say words like that than cowabunga, my dude. That is the word. I just did. What happened?
For Bezos money.
I feel like he's been watching a particular individual who speaks exactly like that. Did he have a stroke? What happened? I just started saying my dude after watching you too much. I don't say my dude.
You bet on yourself. You've done really well, and you believe that you deserve to keep the proceeds of that labor.
That is literally like, is a man not entitled to the sweat of his brow? Is a BioShock Andrew Ryan reference that is supposed to be libertarian, right? But actually, it is inherently socialist. Okay? A man being entitled to the sweat of his brow is literally a worker owning the means of production. That's literally the only thing. If there is one way to be as reductive about Marxism as possible, okay? If there's one way to just summarize Marxism, don't talk about decommodification, don't talk about any of that. It's literally workers owning the means of production, okay? What the fuck?
But aren't you exploiting all the people who are engaged in commerce with you? After all, what service of value are you providing them? You are Twitch streaming video games.
There is such a thing as unproductive labor. Okay? Also, not only that, but the service is called entertainment. It's literally called entertainment. But of course, oh yeah, he said video games. Shut the fuck up, chat. Shut up. Yes, I know he said fucking video games. I don't play enough. I will play more. Shut up. Shut up. Every time. Oh, megalol. He said video games. Oh, megalol. I am a fucking gamer.
Is that a vital social service? What makes that service significantly more important socially?
Yes. The classic. Socialism is when only fucking brown rice, grain, and, slop. Like, socialism, or at least like a different way of organizing the economy, where workers have autonomy, control over their own lives, all that sort of stuff, where they can pursue more meaningful endeavors, actually see and realize the fruits of their labor, means that there will be no fun. Means that there will be no entertainment. Means that, like, people who make money will never pay for entertainment or media in general. Socialism means no entertainment, and the less there is entertainment, the more there's socialism, which is great. I just got fucking faxed, and I just got logic. You are trying hard to find something to say. No, I think Ben's making it pretty easy for me to find something to say. First of all, are you new here? I never have a hard time finding something to say. I literally never shut the fuck up. But also, on top of that, I can't believe I have like Ben Shapiro fanboys in here that are fucking being like, dude, you're a child. He's owning you. Totally, dude. Copium. He's owning you, dude. Oh, he's owning you by fucking saying what? Like developing a psychotic straw man, a psychotic joy kill, no fun straw man of like what a socialist organization of the economy should look like, and then holding me to account within the moral framework of said psychotic straw man. How is that for intellectual thought? Of course, if you're a fucking Ben Shapiro fan, you literally think like, oh yeah, he's owning you. He's speaking fast.
Speaking from a Marxist perspective than the guy who picks up the garbage. Why doesn't he own a $2.7 million home in West Hollywood? According to...
Okay. The labor theory of value is not the great equalizer. Okay? People for some weird fucking reason, think Marxism equals equilibrium, okay? Egalitarianism. That's not the case, and that's never been the case. Also, garbage people are paid fairly handsomely, mind you. Why? Because they are an essential service, and in a lot of instances, unionized. So when they actually halt their service in the form of strikes, for example, the city suffers greatly because there's fucking garbage everywhere. But Ben Shapiro lives in a world of garbage. Everything that comes out of his mouth is garbage and doo-doo. So, of course, you know, that's probably a world that he is comfortable with. Anyway.
I can't believe this sub is going to give Hassan money.
He hasn't even brought up, like, it just sounds like a fucking whiny, jealous baby.
To New York Magazine, Piker is a Twitch streamer who spends every day in front of a camera speaking to his 1.5 million followers. But unlike most of the platform's top users, Piker mostly talks politics. He trawls through Twitter and roasts bad takes from career right-wing correspondents like Ben Shapiro and Tucker Carlson. He breaks down hawkish New York Times op-eds line by line, steadily working himself into a frothy fury. It's free associative and open-ended.
That's literally what he's doing about the New York Magazine article. I wonder if he, like, notices that while he's doing that. Dude, why is he such a fucking sexless loser, dude? Like, he's white-knuckling through a New Yorker article. It's kind of weird. Why is he seething? Like, I don't understand. Why is he fuming?
Ushabibio.
I don't understand why he's fucking fuming right now while he's reading this.
I have an accelerated version of brainworms, he says. I'm literally always online. I'm consuming media nonstop. Tune into a Piker stream, watch him condemn the civilian death toll in Afghanistan. An hour later, he may move on to revisiting his favorite WWE feuds. Fans don't need to have studied Marx to understand where Piker is coming from. Well, they might have to read Marx to understand why Piker is violating core tenets of Marxism.
Like what? What? What core tenet? Bro, I think I might actually make more money than Ben Shapiro. I take it back.
Put this donor towards a new house, Arjan.
He sounds straight butthurt, dude. I'm taking it back. At first, I was like, no shot. He has the Ben Shapiro show. He has so many advertisers. Now I feel like I might actually be making more money than him because he just seems... This is such a bazinga face. He's doing a bazinga right here. Did Ben Shapiro see the fucking meme where it's like socialism is when Azan has no house? And then was like, well, there you go. A core tenant in Das Kapital. The tenant. Like a... Yes, chat. Engels owned a fucking factory.
$13 sub to number 13.
This is wild. A core tenet of Marxism.
He looms over his streaming rig at 6'4", broad-shouldered in a silver bracelet and paint-speckled cowboy bebop shirt, gnashing a cud of nicotine gum against his molars. On election night, from the same room, he hosted nearly 230,000 concurrent viewers, making him the 6th most-watched election livestream across the internet. A month prior, he broadcast playing the video game Among Us with Representatives AOC and Ilhan Omar.
Is this the first
Oh,
time
now I know why he's mad, bro. I got it. I was wondering what the reason was. I got it. I now know. I'm sorry, dude.
Hey, Shababo. I'm giving him money right now.
Jealousy's a disease, love. Get better soon.
Okay, and then later in this little SOP piece, he talks about the tax the rich dress that AOC wore. And here's what he said, quote, I think the Met Gala is a disgusting, gluttonous exercise. And if given the opportunity to go, I'd do it in an effing heartbeat. I'm sorry, everyone would. Why wouldn't you want to hang out with Frank Ocean? They're not going to the effing Davos summit. Well, but yes, they are. What do you think the Met Gala is? It is a bunch of rich liberals who are getting together to feat themselves for their rich liberalism.
Months of radicalization. Thank you,
Again,
Rajan and chat for literally changing.
I think you literally missed the point. Out of all the gross events that one can attend, like all the gross, gluttonous events that... Wait, did he just say feet? Hold on, I got it.
Yes, they are. What do you think the Met Gala is? It is a bunch of rich liberals who are getting together to feat themselves.
Is that a Freudian slip? Oh my God, he's talking about AOC first.
Ben is the worst Jew.
He's talking about AOC at the Met Gala, and he accidentally fucking had a Freudian slip, dude. Oh my God, you filthy pig. You absolute filthy little
giving our prime
piglet.
To this himbo.
That's a self-report. Yep. Chalk that up, boys. It's over. Put that on the fucking board, dude. Straight up. Straight the fuck up, dude. If he watched this, imagine how literally he'd take this joke. Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm sure he'll see it, and it's awesome.
Here is more money for you. Hope this makes
for their rich liberalism. Again, the media are not interested in calling out hypocrisy. The reason I say that is because this story was now updated. Okay, so there was a Twitch
100
data,
subs.
a Twitch data leak. Here's how it was reported from the New York Times. Twitch, the live video site popular with gamers, said on Wednesday it had endured a data breach that security researchers believe may have provided sweeping insight into the platform's computer code, security vulnerabilities, and payments to its content creators. Twitch, which is owned by Amazon, confirmed it had been breached hours after a user posted what the user claimed was an enormous trove of Twitch data onto the anonymous message board website 4chan. The user said the file contained, among other items, the history of Twitch's source code, proprietary software development kits, an unreleased competitor to Steam and online game store, and programs, and a list of the amount of money that each of the site's streamers has earned since 2019. Find out how much your favorite streamer is really making, the user posted. Jeff Bezos paid $970 million for this. We're giving it away for free. Again, we're going through this New York Times piece about Twitch. Buried way down in this article, way down in this article, is this little revelation. Quote, according to the list of earnings, which could not be independently verified, some notable personalities had made millions of dollars since 2019. One streamer, Hassan Piker, anticipated people getting angry about the amount of money the list said he had made.
I have hemorrhoid.
Just woke up to some fun news, he tweeted. Can't wait for people to be mad at me about my publicly available sub count again. And then he trended. He said, bro, come on. Okay, so.
Bro, this is a wonderful gift. Thank you.
Year. Love you, BB Hass.
Thank you, Ben Shapiro, for delivering to me just an incredible gift. I mean, he said, Cowabunga, my dude. He leaked that he's a foot fetishist. And now he's just like reading my fucking tweets angrily, dude. I mean, this is incredible. I'm going to watch this again tomorrow, most likely.
Breach, don't care.
I might watch this again and again. I'd probably play this on repeat. This is going up in the fucking cringe compilation up there with Alex Jones, you know? I just wish he did it at a time when he was more relevant. I feel like he fucking fell off, you know? That's why he's... Ben Shapiro's trying to bait you into saying something on stream that he can misconstrue as anti-Semitic? No.
So it never says in here what exactly Hassan Piker made. Okay, now, let's just put it this way. It makes...
First of all, it's from a hack. And that's why... if they don't independently verify it, a normal outlet, like a real outlet that does real journalism, if they can't independently verify information from a fucking random hack, they're not going to put that in there. Now, I mean, it's close enough. I'm pretty sure it's like, that's what every fucking streamer has said so far. Which also is, I mean, I've never like denied it. You know what I mean? I've never like, oh, the number is wrong. But
here you go,
just for you to understand, like, the reason why
you can store all Shapiro's envy.
The reason why outlets won't cover stuff like that or put it as is.
9 months, where's my baby?
Well, it's because, you know, they need to independently verify it.
Makes headlines every time a conservative signs a contract. Okay, if the IRS information of conservative commentators were leaked, you think that wouldn't be front page news? It would absolutely be front page news. And it wouldn't be about the leak or how the leak came about.
Wait, what? An
It makes
IRS
headlines.
leak?
Conservative commentators were leaked. You think that wouldn't be front page news? It would absolutely be front page news. And it wouldn't be about the leak.
Dude, they're fucking Twitch streamers, you idiot. I'm the only motherfucker there that's like a Twitch streamer who's also a political commentator.
I have your baby and she is
Yo,
hungry.
these people have lost their minds. Like, they're so horny. Like, what do you think? Fucking Felix Langiel is like a socialist political commentator? Like, what are they? I like Glenn Greenwald said the exact same shit. It's so weird. Why would that be a big news story? Most of that stuff is like out already. My fucking information has been out. It's been publicly available. You literally read the tweet where I said it's publicly available. And like, why the fuck would the New York Times be like, I can't believe how much money Twitch streamers are making? Like, what? That's so weird that, like, just because I'm one of the top creators on the platform, well, number 13.
Ben Shapiro hasn't seen Kursi and it shows.
Doesn't mean that, you know, it doesn't mean that the entire platform is socialist.
Or how the leak came about. What it would be about was the amount of money that everybody was making. How do we know this? Because the front page of every major newspaper this week was about what international figures made via IRS documents that were leaked. Right? And other sort of financial documents that were leaked. It was the content that was the story. So, what exactly did these leaked documents show? It showed that...
Wait.
Hi.
Did he just say there's a double standard? Because people were more concerned with a massive fucking hack on an Amazon-owned website and not just like income levels of fucking Twitch streamers. The most notable one who's famous for farting and then slamming the fucking fart. Did he just compare that to the international consortium of independent reporters and their comprehensive news story that revolved around international billionaires and millionaires, including the Jordanian King Abdullah, and how they hide their assets in offshore tax havens? This is officially the stupidest fucking talking point I have heard about this entire process. Now, people were saying that, you know, this is the Pepega Papers. This is the Pepega Papers, right? Like, we were making jokes about it. And then a lot of people were like, why does no one care about Panama Papers, but everyone hyper-focused on the Twitch streamers? Like, what the fuck? Who gives a shit? This, I have to salute him, dude. This right here is single-handedly the dumbest fucking take I've heard about this entire process. This dumbass literally compared on like 11 different levels of false equivalencies international politicians and billionaires hiding their fucking assets in offshore bank accounts
4 months has.
To a bunch of idiotic fart-smelling Twitch streamers' income being leaked in a fucking data breach. That is brilliant. Why is the New York Times so incredibly hypocritical? That's right. The New York Times covered the Panama Papers, or the Pandora Papers as well.
Data breach these nuts.
But when it comes down to the Pepega papers, the New York Times does not care about the income. Why would they?
Hassan apparently rakes in about $3 million a year by doing his Twitch streaming.
Not true. The fucking... No. Oh my God. I thought you would, at least in your endless horniness, would recognize how to read fucking data. That's from 2019 to 2021. And it's 2.8 million over the course of 3 years. Not over the course of 1 year. How are you unaware? Like, how can you not read, dude? It's like the easiest fucking thing. Can't you sue him for slander? Why would I do that? This is my FAP material. Why the fuck would I sue someone for slander, dude? Are you insane? Why would I sue Ben Shapiro for slander? This is awesome.
Which is a lot of money. It's a lot more money than your average day-to-day Marxist lower class worker, right? The social class of people who are doing the actual labor that is being exploited. Why isn't that the headline? The reason that isn't the headline is because socialists are never held to their own standards. They are not.
Because maybe the people that write fucking articles aren't as stupid as you, dude. Why would that be an article? That's a fucking LSF thread. That is like a weirdo fucking incel loser on LSF being like, Ray! Socialist but makes money! Like, that's not a fucking New York Times article. That would be psychotic, dude. If anything, New York Times and other fucking outlets would literally be like, people are freaking out for no apparent reason that there is a socialist Twitch streamer who is very successful. The leaders of the BLM movement are millionaires now. First of all, that's not even true. They were literally, I think one of the leaders of BLM was always fucking wealthy, like from childbirth or some shit. Yeah, I looked it up. Like, I always thought that was really sussy. Because people constantly talk about like, oh, the BLM leaders, like they bought houses and shit like that. Anyway, there are people who are even mad at Mike from PA Lamau. Yeah, I mean, those people are psychotic. Mike from PA made like what fucking... I mean, he makes a lot of money in comparison to the fucking average working class individual. But like, if you're scrolling that far down to find someone to be mad at, then you're basically demonstrating that like you're only interested in finding socialists to get mad at. That's it. It's nuts. Like...
never held to their own standards. See, here's the thing about socialism.
Wait, what did he say? He did kind of say he was struggling to pay his loans, though. Look, I can't speak for it. I don't watch the Mike from PA broadcast. He's on too early for me. I'm preparing and doing some stuff in the morning for myself. But I can't speak for that. But
number 13, did you do the top of the hour?
I mean, he makes a good amount of money. I think he would probably admit that. Law school loans are no joke, yeah.
If you actually held to your standard, then you would presumably be very concerned with giving away a lot of your money to charity or ensuring that the amount of money that you made for your socially useless service, according to Marxist theory, because of course your labor should be judged by some outside metric that is not the market. So somebody's going to have to...
Wait. Oh yeah, he's getting into the theory, boys. Hey, it's theory time, boys.
Then you would presumably be very concerned with giving away a lot of your money to charity or ensuring that the amount of money that you made for your socially useless service, according to Marxist theory, because of course your labor should be judged by some outside metric that is not the market.
Wait, he's not wrong. It is technically not productive labor. Like, what I do is not productive labor at all. I am not a part of the working class that produces commodities. So he's not wrong. I mean, neither is his labor, by the way. But I've never made that Millionaire socialist law seems ironic, but you'll just make up some bullshit instead of being a true socialist. Practice what you preach, loser. Herky29, you have 2 minutes to tell me what you think preaching socialism should look like within the realm of action. Like, how can I practice what I preach as being a socialist? Go. I'm giving you the floor, Herky29. Non-productive in an academic sense, and he's got to use it rhetorically. Yeah. 2 minutes, chatter. 2 minutes, Herky29. Let's see what he's going to say. Don't give him ideas, chat. Don't give him ideas. Because he doesn't have enough fucking brain cells to come up with it on his own. But I think what will come out... Oh, it was a 2-year period? My bad. Not 3-year, 2-year period, 2.8.
After yesterday's
doesn't matter, not 1 year
I've
though.
Decided I want you to choose my titty tat.
You've always mentioned how you never worked as hard as someone that works at a factory or any worker as such. Again, public knowledge law. Of course not. Of course I don't.
To be
It's a different kind of work.
You have to make as many random strangers in public uncomfortable.
Do you think entertainment is strictly non-productive? There's parts of labor within entertainment that like background workers, things like that, that are closer to the regular working class person that Ben Shapiro considers working class. You're giving him the moment Chris never got in the high school Kansas debate law. I want to know what Herky has to say. I'm waiting. But in global socialism and communism, you can still have art and entertainment, right? I should obviously read more theory. Dude, first of all, read theory. It's a wonderful exercise, especially because... Did he not say anything? Read theory because it is the best, absolutely best way to rid yourself of the super rigid capitalist dogma that you have grown up with. Okay, the social conditioning is like hard to shake. Thinking that socialism means no art is fucking psychotic, though. The USSR made beautiful art, both as a form of agitative propaganda, but also just art for the sake of consumption. So this notion that like socialism means no art is psychotic. It's not real. It's not true. It has never been true. Socialism means no entertainment is not true. That's not a real thing. It's this notion of the gray, dreadful socialist dystopia is an American invention. And I'm not saying that like Stalinist USSR was great or anything like that. Obviously, there were a lot of fucking problems. But ultimately, this idea that like they were joyless fucking weirdos is just directly a consequence of Red Scare propaganda. Some of the works that you enjoy today have been heavily influenced by art that was created in the USSR. Tetris is a great example of that with respect to fucking entertainment. So this idea that there will never be like entertainment in a socialist formation of the economy is really fucking stupid. It doesn't even matter because we're nowhere near there regardless. And that's why I try to be as pragmatic as possible and talk about what can be done, which in a lot of circumstances literally means like exhausting all state machinations, trying to organize people's workplaces, helping ongoing efforts to unionize all around the country, covering labor strikes and things of that nature as best as possible, helping mutual aid, and once again, trying to urge people to go and run for local office and put socialists in positions of power. No matter how low on the fucking totem pole that is, it doesn't matter. It's still important. Okay? Up until recent SpaceX engines, the Soviet 1950s era rocket engine design was the most efficient in the world. They're still used and by the U.S. today. Yeah, up until SpaceX, the USSR era rocket technology was the only reason why American astronauts could even go to the International Space Station, actually. Russia would fly our astronauts to the International Space Station up until SpaceX. That's true. That's actually true. Shouldn't be a surprise, considering that the USSR did beat the United States of America to space. Yuri Gagarin. Anyway, none of this even fucking matters, ultimately, because look at the random argument that we are having currently, or look at what I'm describing to you right now. I'm describing all of this to you because it's that easy for Ben Shapiro to lie about socialism and what socialism represents, because he's relying on pre-existing Red Scare propaganda. To be like, oh, you're a socialist? Can't do entertainment. That's right. Owned. You need to work at the factory. It's silly. It's not real. And it doesn't matter. You might think my work is unimportant. You might say, you're just sitting in a fucking living room, you piece of shit. Don't take yourself too seriously. I certainly don't. I think a lot of people appreciate what I do, though. I think that's demonstrably true. Being able to break down contemporary news and offer historical context,
so you can finally make it into the top
and
10.
even add a touch of historical materialism into subject matters that revolve around anti-imperialism, labor rights, labor organizing, social justice, and helping marginalized communities. I think these are important things. I try to make it as palatable as possible. I try to use my privilege for good. This is why I do what I do. Some people tend to think that this is, maybe it's not commodity production and it's not productive labor in that academic sense, but people seem to think it's worthwhile. And also, not only do they seem to think it's worthwhile, but they seem to think that it's worth $5 a month. So much so that despite the fact that I don't fucking, I don't charge for this content at all. Everything is free. My IP is fucking free to use if you want to use it. There's plenty of fans that have their own, like Hasanabi fan pages that, that bring in and make their own money. People seem to think that it is worthwhile to them. Maybe not to Ben Shapiro, though. Anyway, I was just holding off on this. I just don't want this to end. You know what I mean? So let's see what Ben has to say.
So somebody's going to have to explain, by Marxist theory, why exactly it is more valuable for a guy to sit around and stream video games than it is for somebody to clean toilets. I can explain it because market says that's what it's worth. Things are worth what people say they are worth. But I'm not sure how, from a Marxist perspective, you can make that case.
Wait, does he think that I get paid like wage labor or something? I don't understand it. Like, it's entertainment, dude. The value ascribed to this content is up to the individual. They are the ones who decide to give me money. Look, here's the thing. When I started the Hasanabi broadcast on twitch.tv/Hasanabi, I started streaming from a fucking PlayStation 4 with a bunk-ass PlayStation 4 camera, playing Fortnite with friend of the show, Felix Biederman of the Chapo Trap House podcast. And when I first started, I had 35 people watching. I was saying the exact same things back then. I never knew that it was going to grow to this size. I never knew this community would be so gigantic. I never knew that I would generate this much revenue. But I was still saying the same things back then as I am now. It would be hypocritical of me and disingenuous of me to change my perspective now that I make more money. So I always find it weird when people are like, oh, dude, you're such a hypocrite. It's like, no, you're upset because I'm not a fucking hypocrite, because I didn't change my perspective now that I fucking have money. And it's such a strange thing to me. But making a comparison to like what I do, which is funded by voluntary subscriptions from members of this community that choose to give me $5 a month for no reason other than they just, you know, think that it's worth it for them. They don't want you to change your opinions. They want you to not have money. Yeah, I know. I mean, look, this is a great example. Bummy0514. Bummy's a veteran. I know a lot about his background. He's been in this community. It says following since 2020, 03, 09, but I think he's been in this community for longer than that. I don't know. Maybe he unfollowed and then refollowed or something. He's subscribed for 4 months out of that. I value his opinion. I fucking single him out in the chat regularly. You see, it was a misclick. See? I fucking knew. He was following way before then. He's been in this community for a very long time. And, like, you don't have to fucking subscribe for me to notice or engage in, like, parasocial actions. I'm an honest supporter, but why did you sign the hourly ads? I've talked about this a million times over, my friend. Twitch has a massive inventory that is currently being unused and unrealized. I knew that the ad blitz that Twitch was doing was coming regardless. And when they offered me a renegotiation for my contract, I was forced to either not take a partner contract or take a partner contract where I could at least set the terms of how many ads I can run, knowing full well that inevitably Twitch is going to run ads if I don't anyway. I've talked about this a million times over. I've mentioned it so many fucking times. I literally run the least amount of ads out of the top like 100 streamers that have renegotiated their contracts. I run a 60-second ad density for an hour of content. I have contractual minimums as well, like how many hours I need to stream. I never ran a single fucking ad before that contract started. I will take you seriously and describe this to you one more time. I don't believe that you are honestly asking that, but I will gladly explain it once again. Let's keep going.
I also am not sure how you defend a $2.7 million home or a $3 million income for doing those things and then say it's my labor. No. That's my perspective, dude. If you're going to do the it's my
That's not your perspective. Don't ever say, dude, you fucking nerd.
case. I also am not sure how you defend a $2.7 million home or a $3 million income for doing those things and then say it's my labor. No. That's my perspective, dude. If you're going to do the it's my labor routine, welcome to capitalism, my dude.
Yo, this is so cringe, dude. It's really bad. Him saying my dude is like the worst thing I've ever... It's literally worse than anything he's ever done. My dude. Yeah, capitalism is when workers realize the fruits of their labor. And there's nothing exploitative about it. Socialism is whatever the fuck Ben Shapiro thinks it is. Socialism is just no house and no voluntary fucking $5 a month subscription that accumulates to an ungodly amount of wealth. By the way, it's a fucking insane amount of money. Like, that's what socialism is. The only two things from Das Kapital are no house, no money. Okay? It's like socialism is when you're poor. Capitalism is when you're a worker and you know, have a greater share of the means of production and also aren't being exploited by your bosses. That's capitalism.
Seriously. So it is amusing to watch the media play this game. You're a hypocrite if you are a right-winger who abrogates your own principles. If you're a left-wing socialist who earns millions of dollars for talking online, then you are not a hypocrite in any way. By the way, if you're a left-wing outlet that rails against the evils of capitalism while taking millions of dollars from hedge funds and YouTube, you're not a hypocrite either. That's the way this works. Nobody has to hold you to account or point out that you need to. If you are Young Turks, for
okay, I don't know why he's like tagging the Young Turks on this. We're separate, bro. Okay. I don't appreciate that you're just like adding TYT into a video that was supposed to be centered around me. I don't know why you're shaking. You should probably see the fucking, dry ass pussy doctor wife that you have about the shaking. You literally look like you're pissing, shitting, and farting currently. I've never seen the human manifestation of seething. It's such a strange way to cover this article. He didn't even make one good fucking argument, dude. That's wild.
For example, and you attempt to crush your own unionization efforts, right? If you are the outlet for unionization is the only thing that matters. And then like a couple of years ago, it turns out that people at your place are trying to unionize, and you yell at them not to unionize. Nobody seems to care very much about that.
By the way, people absolutely cared about that, and they absolutely should care about that. But, I was very critical of Cenk as well, very publicly critical of Cenk, standing in front of unionization efforts. TYT is currently unionized, but Cenk did engage in like a classic light anti-unionization tactic, which is still unacceptable. But I'm not Cenk, so I don't know why he's like tagging this on, but I guess like he couldn't really find too much to make up about what socialism is. So he just decided to just like add Cenk in there or something. I don't know. Send me 2K or shut the fuck up. Bro, it's called mutual aid, bro. Send me 2K or shut the fuck up, bro. Not true. You said legit one thing one time. What? Not true. I said legit one thing one time. What do you mean? How many times did you pre-watch this? Socialism is your moneymaker, lolw. Ugh. Lolw spammers in the chat are so fucking gross. It's kind of wild that LSF, like random shitlords on LSF, at least like, because they follow my career a lot closely, because they've been like hate following for a very long time. Like at least they come up with like more clever shit than Ben. You know what I mean? Like he just literally said socialism is when poor, you're hypocritical, you don't deserve that kind of money. And then he's done. Like he just literally fucking moved on. He's like, yeah, TYT's really bad. Why don't people yell at you more? Thank you, I'm Frostier, for the 50 gifted subs. God damn.
And now here's my belief about hypocrisy. You can make the case for Hassan or TYT, or who I believe Hassan used to be a TYT. You can make the case for all of these people that personal activity doesn't abrogate the principle. Right? You can make the case that the Marxist principles are correct and you are living in opposition to those.
Literally, Cenk is not a Marxist. Oh my God, what is this? Oh my God. Okay, dude, that emote is fucking disgusting. Cenk is not a Marxist. He's never been a Marxist. He's a filthy little capitalist, dude. Cenk has always been a capitalist. He's a social democrat. But let's hear what he has to say about individual responsibility.
That the Marxist principles are correct, and you are living in opposition to those Marxist principles because everybody is a sinner, right? This is sort of the religious perspective. There are religious principles about morals. You don't always live up to those because everybody is.
Why is an Orthodox Jewish man talking about like the dogmatic thought in Marxist analysis. Like I don't get it. Like what the fuck? He is not wrong though. There is a lot of dogmatic thinking that Marxists unfortunately engage in. And I don't appreciate that. But let's hear what else he has to say.
That doesn't mean the morals are wrong, it means you're wrong. But you can't have it both ways. You can't say everything I'm doing is entirely justified and I'm a Marxist stalwart while simultaneously living high on the hog the way that...
Well, if I was fucking doing what Jank did and like union busting, then yeah, that's fair. It's like he would have the right to say that. But I'm not doing that, so I don't know.
A capitalist would. Here's my capitalist view of all this. Congratulations to Hassan on earning his business success. I hope he enjoys his $2.7 million house and his $200,000 of earned income every month. I hope he enjoys it to the fullest of his ability and lives a happy, fulfilling capitalist life. Same for all of the people over at places like TYT. But please stop pretending that you are a good Marxist if you don't live like a Marxist and justify yourself in capitalist terms.
Wait. Dude, this is literally, I wonder what neoliberals will say when they fucking watch this video. I guess they're like full-blown Ben Shapiro fans at that point, right? Like, I can see it already. Based. Based. Yeah, live like a Marxist, by the way, which is live in a, what was his suggestion? Live in a fucking log cabin. This is the weakest argument, dude. How the fuck does anyone think that this is like the bastion of logic and reasoning, which is like Mixed Marv, thank you for the 20 gift that says, hey guys, you might be shocked to find out, like, I'm obviously not even making this comparison to myself, but with respect to like you know, people that have done so much for Marxism, including Karl Marx himself or Engels, but they all had houses. Engels also owned a factory. So you know, this idea that like Marxism means no house is really weird. Anyway, you buy coffee at Starbucks, you support capitalism, Gigi got him. Yeah, this is like, it's pretty cool. Marx didn't have a house, Lamau. He won, what? Yes, he did. The fuck are you talking? Of course he did, bro. It's like, it's in England. That's the joke, Hassan? Oh, okay. I don't know. Why did Ben associate you with TYT? Did he not see your announcement? Friendship ended with TYT. Now Twitch is my best friend. That's right. That's how I announced that I was going and working with I was gonna do my own thing. Wait, hold on. I got a good one. I caught one. Hold on. Where is it? You're so fucking stupid. You think the problem is having a house? What kind of bullshit straw man is that? The problem is having a $3 million house in LA. Why? Why? I caught one. Please give me more. Give me something. Why? I need to know. Joe Rogan is probably 10 times smarter than Assange. Just admit that you don't give a fuck about socialism. That's why people are mad. Reaching levels of copium that shouldn't even be possible. You're so fucking stupid. You think the problem is having a house? What kind of bullshit straw man is that? The problem is having a... Like, why is that a problem? I mean, it's expensive as fuck. I think the problem is that houses that are 3,800 square feet in fucking Los Angeles cost $2.7 million. That is a problem. I agree. Same house in fucking Texas, depending on what part of Texas you live in, is like $600,000 to $800,000. So why? Because like, why didn't you fucking get mad at me when I was renting here? Well, of course, because you've been following since September 10th, but you've been sporadically in and out of here, just like seething. But why wasn't it a problem when I was literally fucking renting in the same neighborhood? Is socialism when you fucking stop giving? Like, is socialism when you give money to a landlord, but when you own your own house because you have money? Only follows deorbiters and hay watches you? Huh. Interesting. I mean, that could just mean that they're like, you know, charlatan. That's a good one. Okay. Thank you for the input. I want to hear from this guy. I want to hear what his take is. Why is it that people always, if you bought a $2 million house, they still be mad? Same with 1.5 million? Yeah. It's excess, right? Don't buy excessive shit if you want to back a political belief that wants to abolish excess. First of all, I'm a fucking hedonist. Okay? And not only that, but I have often talked about how neoliberal methods of control that are used to soothe the masses and sedate them, like more viewers than Hassan. Damn, this dude is kind of sad. Poor people don't like hearing the word million next to socialist. I agree. If it costs less than 1 million in a neighborhood, the house would be dilapidated. No, it would not exist. Does he have anything? Did he give a... He did not respond at all. Okay. Well, that was kind of sad. Let's be honest. Even if it was a $1 million house, he would still get the attention because it's a fake socialist. Yeah, exactly. The reality is that this has nothing to do with values or anything like that. And everything to do with just people being fucking angry. Literally, no other streamer has to defend himself like you do. Fuck them haters. Just clown on these right-wing fools. I mean... like, what's the thing that people say? Like, what is the counters are always so silly because, like, you getting mad at me is not going to change anything either. Like, you think, like, it's not a problem at all for a capitalist. If you want to be a socialist, live your values and stop living like the epitome of the most indulgent capitalist-fueled lifestyle. This must be such an awkward situation for you. No, I love it. I live for this. I mean, the awkwardness comes from, like, you know, a lot of fucking idiots doing really fucked up things, but why? Why is it that owning a nice house is exclusive to capitalism? Why is that a tenet of capitalism? Oh, damn, he got banned already. RTBA clapped his ass. Come on, RTBA, you're gonna fucking ban all the DGGers in here? Like, sometimes they come in here and I like to fucking toy with them a little bit. To the bear sees all, go back home. You know, when I understand where it comes from, at least partially envy and the feeling that someone well off isn't one of us anymore, out of touch somehow, however wrong that may be. No, I get that. I fucking get that. I understand that. I know. I understand why people are angry. Like, I understand why a random person who does not know what I believe in, what I do, any of that, like, yeah, I can... So out of touch, you can't even respond to basic criticism because you can't understand it. What? Owning a nice house? Oh, shit. We got some fucking... Okay. There we go. 50-month subscriber. People wouldn't give a shit if you were doing IRLs in Bessemer and DC, but instead you go to a gun range with lib dipshits. More excuses, more deflection. Please, we need it. Flights to Bessemer? Nah. Flights to Texas? Yep. How many plane tickets to Bessemer can you buy with $3 million? How much coverage should I offer to Bessemer? The people that routinely covered Bessemer, the labor organizers, and more importantly, or at least like my connections with a more perfect union, and they seem to be happy. But 15-month subscriber does not seem to be happy with my coverage over the Bessemer, Alabama unionization efforts. That's really interesting, though, because the people that are actually doing the coverage on the ground, they seem to be greatly excited about the additional amount of the broader audience that they get to fucking reach out to. 15 months. You should know a little bit better. How does Cussy and 90 Day fold into that project? Cussy and 90 Day folds into every project. That's because I'm a fucking Twitch streamer. In the end, I like to do a broad scope of entertainment. And that's precisely the reason why you're subscribed to me for 15 months and I'm the one doing the fucking commentary. If you had a better understanding of how to be entertaining, captivating for 8 hours on a long period of time and be able to cover issues while also simultaneously have fun from time to time, then you would be in the situation and I would probably be in the chat yelling at you after subscribing to you for 15 months. "60-second ad, 3 minutes announcing them. $3 million income is not the issue. Hiding the fact that you obviously feel guilty about how you use that money is the problem. I'm not even remotely fucking guilty, and the only reason why I hid purchasing a house was because, you know, I didn't want to get doxxed. So I guess that was not a good enough reason for someone, again, who's subscribed to me for 15 months, so they think they have fucking ownership. More red herrings, please. We're running out. First truth thing. Mike from CIA has other revenue streams for Pele. Just be a source, a wellspring, and move progress forward. Don't be a sink, a leech on the movement. Easy. By the way, thank you for helping pay for that house. That was really nice of you for 15 months. Yikes, you claim to be a leftist, yet you never did armed robberies for the cause like Stalin. Yeah, no, literally. No, this isn't a Pepele defrog or anything like that. This is just like a fucking long-term community member. Actually, maybe he might be. I don't know. Like, this could go either way. This could be like a fucking annoying neoliberal or an annoying fucking Marx-Leninist who believes that they have like... So don't pretend the self-righteousness is what people are pissed off about. Why did you change the fucking... Wait, hold on. Why did you just move the goalposts? Why did you literally just move the fucking goalpost to... Now it's actually the self-righteousness. Because I thought originally it was that I was offering no coverage and no fucking... I was offering zero coverage to the fucking unionization efforts and stuff. But now it's that I'm self-righteous about it? That's really interesting. I wonder if I'm feeling self-righteous about it because I actually do some of the stuff that you fucking claim I don't do. And you're doing it in such a vindictive and idiotic fucking capacity that I am coming across a little self-righteous because I'm correct. And you, despite the fact that you've been in here for 15 months, are a fucking idiot. Stop laughing at doo-doo, chat. Jesus Christ. So what's up? Do you have anything else? Flights to Bessemer? Nah. Flights to Texas? Yep. $3 million houses towards $3 million towards a house is not $3 million towards advancing socialism. Well, it's also not $3 million towards a house either. But that's besides the point. Not everything I do is advancing socialism, you fucking weirdos. Like, dude, I can't. Hey, comrade, those shoes that you bought, are you advancing socialism with that? No, like, you're a fucking idiot. That's not how you live your life, and that's not how you should expect me to live mine. And if that's your expectation, then you shouldn't be here. Like, you literally do not give me money. Every fucking bite I take out of chicken tendies is a bite I'm taking to advance socialism. Those that are mad are more concerned with advancing socialism. I'm not mad, hee hee. Yeah. Maybe you should stop complaining and be grateful that you have a freaking roof over your head and how some people don't, but you don't understand that because you're a fucking hypocrite. No, I do understand that. Phantom Sieg? Come on, bro. Really? Really, dude? I got fucking weirdo Nazis in here now that are like fucking... They're like, oh, okay. Really, dude? First of all, I literally just admitted, and I totally did I do understand that, yes, of course, I'm profoundly fortunate. I say it all the fucking time. This motherfucker literally said, how dare you fly to fucking Texas to hang out with your friends? Like, how dare you have fun ever? Maybe if all you know is Discord servers. Oh, this guy fucking shut the fuck up. That's so sad. Why did he shut the fuck up? I want to hear more from this fucking idiot. Come on, idiot. Give me more. There's got to be some fucking good, reasonable criticism hidden in there. Right? You got nothing else, dude? Really? If I go back far enough, I'm sure this dude was a fucking normal dude, too. Like, what happened? How did this fucking idiot's brain break so devastatingly? You left for 2 minutes and I spent 50K on jewelry. Disagree? Not normal? No, there is no like... Dude, no parts of these fucking arguments are reasonable ones. If you consider this to be like a reasonable argument that like someone who's a fucking... If you consider that like someone who's a leftist... Someone who's a leftist has to fucking like live every single fucking moment of their lives like advancing socialism. I don't know what to tell you. I don't even know what that even means. Like, he thinks the Porsche meme was real? Shut the fuck up. Are you serious? Where is that? Where did you see that? More Porsches, please? Read theory. But apparently I haven't read this part. This is exactly why leftists hate each other. I genuinely think some of the leftist outrage against you is revealing how little people understand leftist theory and just jump onto the bandwagon out of envy and anger. They're basically reactionaries except not racist. You are really undervaluing how much money $3 million is. To be honest, fam, you need to learn value that location and luxury of that house more than anything else that money could have done with little to no change to your overall daily life, right? It's a baller house. Luxury is disgusting. First of all, I don't think luxury is disgusting. Secondly, the point is I didn't fucking buy that out cash up front, dude. I put a fucking down payment. So like there is no fucking that amount of money that I could have been like fucking spending on other causes or some shit. This is unfortunately one of the worst parts about streaming on Twitch is that like people fucking feel so entitled to like things you do in your life. That's the thing. Like, read the bait. What bait? I made more criticism, do more work, less bullshit. Be honest, do you think the work you do to advance socialism and progressive movements are sufficient? Yes. Like literally, yeah, I do. Like it's not the fucking greatest thing that's ever happened. I don't think I'm like a fucking revolutionary, but I think that there's a great opportunity for there to be a fucking outlet for people to learn more. There's an outlet for people to fucking build a sense of community. Oh, he went home? Yeah, good. Yeah, I do. People assume that like any kind of fucking people think that everything starts and begins at like, you know, building a cooperative corporation or something. So in a way, what this person is getting mad at is no different than the fucking dumbass like Reddit neoliberals who say stuff like, why doesn't Assange just quit his job being a Twitch streamer and start a cooperative corporation? It's like, I don't know the first fucking thing about that. Like building a business. Like, why I don't want to do that. Why would I do that? That's not what my skill set is. Why wouldn't I continue leaning on to what I am demonstrably successful at? Not everyone has to do literally every other part. Like, what the fuck are you doing? You're just sitting in the chat, upset. And I don't understand it. Like, I literally don't understand it. Like, do better. Do better what? I do propaganda. I think I do decent propaganda. I'm not a politician. I will never be a politician. I will never be a politician for reasons such as this, because I fucking sit around and talk for 10 hours a day. No one said you can't have a house, you idiot. It's the grotesque price, you fraud. M. See, once again, I do not understand this at all. Then you're just fucking mad that I have money and I wanted to spend it on something. And that is that's not criticism. That's just like, you're just mad I bought something. Like, and in no other fucking planet is that like an acceptable criticism. And it's not even in my It's not even like my YDSA chapter is full of radicalized Hasanabi heads. Thanks for all you do. Good shit. This is no different than people being like, drop everything and fucking work to build a 501c3, or drop everything that you're doing that is demonstrably successful and instead just exclusively engage in mutual aid. Okay, but how do you justify your hedonism, as you put it, when there are people starving, struggling, that you only vocally support as far as we know? If you actually materially help these causes privately, why not make it public? I mean, I do. If you seek it out, you'll find it. I do it publicly as well. Recirculate the benefits. How about never subscribe to me ever again? Because you have spent, you've spent what, 50 plus 25, $75 of benefits over the course of 15 months. How about you fucking never give me that, never give me a single penny going forward, and start donating to more productive causes? I'm part of a literal communist org full of Maoists and Marxist-Leninists, and none of them are as branded. I mean, I have fucking Marxist-Leninists and Maoist friends that I admire and adore that I have on this broadcast all the time. I don't think this person is a Marxist-Leninist anyway. It is normal to buy a house that is 2 to 3 times yearly income, which is what you did. My YDSA president is a Hasanabi head. Also, it's his birthday. Happy birthday to the University of Michigan YDSA president. Hasanabi, 1 chicken meal a day plus house equals hedonism. Bro, people used to get mad at me when I would fucking order delivery, dude. Like, everything I've done has always been under a fucking microscope. It's just that the microscope has gotten larger because the community has grown. This is a, I guess this is the unfortunate side of being more successful. Suffering from success, if you will, like DJ Khaled. I should have, instead of fucking routinely addressing this and trying to tell people that, like, this kind of fucking weird reactionary propaganda that you're literally not allowed to, fucking own nice things or even engage in hedonistic spending within your means. No need to drop everything. You can walk and chew gum. I believe in you. Man, shut the fuck up, dude. Here, I believe in you, you dumb fuck. After these, like, idiotic statements, including assuming that I fucking own a Porsche because you fell for the fucking bait so goddamn hard because you're seething with fucking anger. After being in here for 15 fucking months, you turn around and try to fucking, you get promptly fucking obliterated for your stupidity, and you turn around and you hit me with a, I believe in you. Fuck off, dude. Get the fuck out of my community and never fucking come back ever again. Dumb bitch. That's how little I give a fuck about people who subscribe, by the way, if they're going to be fucking absolute dumbasses. Ridiculous, dude. I'm too fucking accessible, dude. I swear to God. It's like, yeah, I can't wait for LSF, who thinks I'm a fucking money grubbing, hungry capitalist, to be like, I can't believe he's banning another old sub again. Like, I'm the reason for LA's fucking insane housing market. I'm angry at you because you're the reason why the LA housing market is fucking dog shit. How many plane tickets, the best Americans you have bought for fucking $3 million? Yeah, me flying out to fucking Bessemer as a Twitch streamer was really going to turn the tides there. Despite the fact that I also offered it coverage on top of everything else. Went to Texas instead to hang out with friends. Disgusting, I know. More excuses and more deflection. Like, this is an insane standard. Anyway. So remember, this is not because, like, this is a simple disagreement why I'm banning this person. Banning this person because he's a fucking idiot. Okay? An idiot with insane, unrealistic expectations. And one that literally fucking completely is like devoid of the reality. Hiding the fact, hiding that fact. Like, I should have fucking been more forthcoming. I literally said I was looking for houses. I'm sorry I didn't give you the fucking price point and the exact zip code. And then it inevitably leaked anyway. My bad, dude. Makes me so fucking angry, dude. This is why D Community constantly lies about you to fool 15-month subs like this. I mean, dude, it's like, how the fuck can you be in here for years and then literally turn around and like bite the goddamn idiotic propaganda from like just insane? Like, how do you pick up on the most insane fucking ridiculous takes? That shit does piss me off because, like, it's just yet another reminder that, like, it's yet another reminder that, like, it has staying power. Most of your fans are turning on you because of your hypocrisy. You're such a hypocrite. Live in Venezuela. Yes, following since 31 minutes ago. Oh my god, dude. Hasanabi Moments already uploaded the fucking Ben Shapiro React. Yeah, so many people have turned on me, dude. Crazy. This guy would know. He's been in here for 31 minutes. So many people have turned on me that, like, fucking my subscription number grew and my fucking average, like, the average amount of people that are in here grew as well. Because everyone is very upset. They're in here very upset right now. What is this relevant? I used to be annoyed. Now I just feel sorry for them. Sag. What is your justification for ban? Just curious. Sometimes I like to behave like a dictator and ban people that write just curious in the chat because they're never just curious. I think that's the problem. I really haven't fucking banned a lot of people in a while. Like I haven't done like public bannings. Every socialist dictator needs to do a little bit of fucking mass hanging and shit. I did finish the video, yeah.
Because that ain't the way this works. At least acknowledge your sins against the great gods of socialist redistribution.
There you go. That's how it ends. Anyway, I'm done.